Hi, this is Vinay Kumar, welcoming you to my YouTube channel, Elliott Wave World. So, this is my weekly Elliott Wave analysis, and I'm here with another episode of the weekly wave analysis. The first chart I'm going to discuss is the World Index weekly, and here we see that prices made a little headway and are tagging the BD trend line of the minor wave 4 triangle, and a thrust out of triangle will confirm that this advance from the minor wave 4 low is minor wave 5. On a daily chart, we will have little bit clearer picture of the triangle and the impending thrust out of triangle. The daily chart shows a running triangle. A running triangle is a structure where wave B moves past the origin of wave A. So it becomes bigger than the wave A. And here the minor wave 4 running triangle has done exactly the same thing. The V wave is the largest wave, and the last week's price action has reached the upper BD trend line of this contracting triangle. Once a decisive breakout is achieved, we can have higher targets for the minor wave 5. So that was about the world index daily chart, and now we move on to S&P 500 weekly chart. Now let us move to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has just completed a lower degree wave 1 and 2, setting the stage for a strong wave 3 rally. Why? Because wave 1 is a leading diagonal, which is a continuation pattern and not an termination pattern. This is where momentum can really kick in. So let us break it down. Wave 1 and 2 setup is a overlapping affair. The wave 1 is a leading diagonal where waves 1 and 4 overlap, followed by a shallow but controlled wave 2 retracement. This is a textbook setup for further gains. The key strength of the waves are wave 2 found support near the key levels, and no deep correction means that buyers stepped in early. Momentum indicators are moving up, with the wave 3 typically being the strongest and longest impulse. This setup is potential breakout movement. What comes next for this index? Well, now for this rally to gain traction, we need to clear the recent highs with strong volume and with it with the clearance of resistance above. If that happens, we could see an explosive move towards higher targets for this wave 3 rally. However, if price stall or dip back below the recent highs, then a consolidation may come into play. The setup is primed. Now we see if the bulls can take charge. So that's all for S&P daily index, and now let us examine the 4-hourly chart of S&P 500. On a 4-hourly chart, we see that minority wave 1 and 2 are complete, and minority wave 2 traced out an ABC pattern, while the up move from here is a sub minority wave 1 which is complete and exceeded the previous all-time high. Thereafter, it is consolidating in a sub-minority wave 2. Once complete, I see a sub-minority wave 3 move to the upside, which will take S&P 500 to all-time highs. That's all for the S&P 500 index. Now let's move on to the Nifty 50 index of India. Waivers on Nifty 50 daily index. We see that Nifty 50 has just completed a classic ABC zigzag correction in wave 4, and the market looks primed for a wave 5 rally. This is crucial turning point, so let us break it down. Wave A triggered a fast sell-off. Wave B gave a false hope bounce, which was again a small degree zigzag, and Wave C completed the correction, which was an impulsive affair to the downside. Some analysts have marked this Wave C as ending diagonal, which is not correct because there is no 1-4 overlap in the ending diagonal, which is a essential thing for the ending diagonal. This is a textbook zigzag correction, a deep but orderly pullback, which often set the stage for the wave 5 impulse. The fact that price held key sports suggests strong buying interest, and wave 5 rally is ahead. Now, wave 5 should take us to the new highs if momentum kicks in. Watch for a breakout above the previous high, P wave high, which could confirm the rally. However, if we see a false breakout or weak volume, we might get a wave 4 triangle as well, which is a lower possibility, but is not entirely ruled out. Key support to watch is the 38.2% Fibonacci support, which Nifty 50 has held very strongly. It is time to see if bulls have the strength to push higher. What what could be a fantastic minor wave 5 rally. Now we move to the 120-minute chart of the Nifty 50 index. On the Nifty 50 2-hour chart, we have just seen a textbook minor wave 4 zigzag correction, which has clear ABC legs playing out. The structure is clean, and this setup could be signaling the next big move. Let's break it down. This was a ABC zigzag, a sharp one, three-wave corrective pattern, where wave A was an impulse drop, shaking out weekends. Wave B was a relief rally, but it failed below key resistance, indicating bearish control. Wave C extended lower, completing the zigzag with measured symmetry, possibly near a Fibonacci 38.2% retracement level of wave 3. The steep corrective nature of this pattern suggests it is a bullish retracement rather than a trend reversal. If it is true, then it marks the end of minor wave 4, and we should now see a strong impulsive wave 5 rally targeting new highs. Here, some analysts have marked wave C as ending diagonal, which it is not, because ending diagonal requires a 1-4 overlap, while this C wave has no 1-4 overlap. So now the
Nifty 50 index on 2 hourly chart has shown the clear upside momentum and taken out the previous higher low, which higher high, and which it indicates that this wave is perhaps complete. However, there is an outside chance that this is the ABC zigzag is just a wave of a wave 4 triangle. If so, it will consume so much time, but for now it is a very low probability count. We will stick with the main prime count that wave 4 uh, wave 4 correction is complete as ABC zigzag.
Examining the Nifty sectoral IT index, we see that 1990 high was cycle wave 1, 19 in 2003 low was cycle wave 2, and thereafter we have traced out primary wave 1 high, primary wave 2 low in 2007 and 2008 respectively. From there on, we are in primary wave 3, of which we have so far finished the first intermediate wave, which was an impulsive wave, and intermediate wave 2, which was a flat, and from 2020 lows, so far this index has completed minor wave 1 and minor wave 2 and is amidst the minor wave subdivisions of minor wave 3 subdivisions. These subdivisions would be more uh, visible on the lower time frame, weekly chart and daily charts. So let us move on to the daily and weekly charts of IT index. On weekly time frame of NSE IT index, from the lows of intermediate wave 2, now it is testing out a intermediate wave 3, of which minor wave 1 and minor wave 2 are complete, and now minute wave 1 and 2, 1 is complete and 2 seems to be almost complete. This index has to move on from here to confirm this count. There is another very important thing about this index, that it is outperforming the Nifty for very long time. And currently on the weekly scale, it has from the minor wave to low. Again, the comparative relative strength index line has moved above its average line, which is a bullish sign, and it is continuously staying above that level. Thus, it is my view that this index will outperform the Nifty index in this coming ensuing rally on Nifty as well as on sectoral indices. Next, I take up the Nifty daily chart, which will show the waves with more clarity. On daily time frame, the minute wave 1 and 2 are complete, and sub-minute wave 1 and 2 is in progress, of which sub-minute 1 is complete, while sub-minute wave 2 has retraced this up move little bit deeper, but it is holding above the crucial levels, and I expect this market to move on up from here in my minor wave 3 advance. So that's all for this Nifty IT index. Now let us take up the INR US dollar INR chart as well.
Weakness continues on US dollar INR currency pair, with rupee weakening against the dollar and reaching the 86.754 levels. We see that after the thrust out of the intermediate wave 4 triangle, minor wave 1 and 2 are complete, and we are in the minor wave 3 of this index. My minute wave 1 and 2 are also complete, but then minute wave 1, 2, 3 on the upside have taken this index to 86, 87 levels. Now minute wave 3 is complete, but minute wave 4 is in progress. RSI readings have retraced from the very oversold levels, which indicates a fourth wave correction in the US dollar INR pair. Here, the noteworthy thing is that this weakness in rupee is not over in any way. There are minute wave 5 which will complete minute wave 3, then minute wave 4 and minute wave 5 are pending, and that will finish the minor wave 3 advance. Thereafter, minor wave 4 and minor wave 5. I see this weakness to persist for a foreseeable future, and rupee can well go or cross the 90 mark level even. So that was all about US dollar INR briefly, and that's all for this weekly update. Have a nice weekend. But before that, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it, and comment and like, because this is my new channel and I need your support. Thank you very much.